Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Working Man's Road to Glory. Hope you guys have had a great day, and in this episode we shall be jumping into something a bit different. And as you can see, I was always going back to a Premier League team, and it was getting kind of boring, so I wanted to switch it up a tiny bit. So we are actually going to complete a league SBC of a player that I think is very, very worth it. I think he's potentially one of the best right wingers in the game, especially within our budget. He is the best right winger for me, and we'll jump right into it now. And it is Quincy Promes of the Russian League. This didn't actually cost us, it cost us around about what Footbin said it should have done, about 143k. There was only two teams that were above 10k, and that was, as you'll see in a minute, it was, in fact I've got a little note of it here, it was Rostov and Tosno. Those were the two mad ones. Was it Rostov was 29k and Tosno was 18k. Just in case you wonder why I'm looking down there, it was because I have actually made a note of it. As I was doing it, I wrote down the actual costs of all of the teams. In fact, I'll see if I can give you a little show of it there. Just a little, see there? Yeah, just a little cost of all of the teams and what I made back after packs and all of that jazz. So yeah, we managed to do this for just over 100k, 140, sorry. And for me, that is very, very worth it. All in all, after packs, we actually spent about 77k, which for a 86 raid card that is just amazing. I can't really ask for more than that. So as we're now coming towards the end of the teams here, we're just about to go on to Tosno now, which is one of those ones that gave me a bit of a headache whilst I was actually doing it. So I was very, very glad to get that one out of the way. The rest of them were very, very easy. I think the most expensive one apart from that was about 9.5k. So some of them very, very good to do just to get the packs back if you've got a spare 6k and you want to get a gold pack or something, or a rare gold pack or whatever it was. Very, very good to do. And we will now jump down quickly for the last two here. We got Ural and Zenit left to do. Obviously Zenit being the last one with the Z. So we'll jump into that one. That one was just all gold, which is very, very easy to do. I think I picked all that up for about 6k. I think I had two of the players anyway. But anyway, so here it is, Russian League completed. And here comes Quincy Promes with 22.5k back straight away, which is very nice. And those card stats are just insane. We'll have a quick little look into see what the card actually offers on the attributes there. 88 finishing, composure's not bad, stamina's really good, which is good when he's on that right wing. Sprint speed is just amazing. Well, we're going to put something that's going to boost his pace up a bit. I'm not sure if we use the hunter that we got as a as part of that in that, just because I don't think it's really worth it. It's going to get his pace is going to go up towards 99 anyway, with just something like a hawk on him, and that could also boost a bit of his strength and stuff like that. So yeah, as we now jump into the packs, we're going to be selling anything that is over 1,000 coins just to get some of that money immediately back into the club. But in that pack, there wasn't anything that was worth more than that. So yeah, we'll jump into the silver packs first, and we'll slowly work our way up into the good ones and hope for something that will claw a lot of our money back. But as I've already told you, after the packs we earn about 70k, so we earn about half of it back through the packs, which is not too bad at all. That is also including the Hunter Chem style. Even though I didn't sell it, I included that in the money that we made back because it's about 5,000 coins. If I had chosen to sell it, and if I needed to buy one for another player, then it would have cost me 5,000 coins, which is why I obviously put that into the costing or the money made back from this. But as of right now, the players aren't being too kind to us. We do get a Dante there, which will sell for just over a k, which is nice. We'll have a look if the Mexican League guy goes for anything as well, but maybe 400. The only reason as well, I sometimes sell leagues in which there's league SBCs because I've just got no interest in actually doing them. You'll see there that I actually favorited the MLS because I'm kind of I might try and delve into that one if it becomes viable to do so. If I pull a lot of their players in packs and stuff, and it becomes a viable option for us to do it for cheaper than the footbin price says that it is, then we should definitely have a look at that, because there's a lot of MLS cards coming out now that are very, very high rated. We finally get a board there, and it is Borja Valero, so not good anyway. But yeah, there is some very, very high rated guys coming out now over in the MLS, so that might be a little route to look down. We need them to have a couple of good defenders, really. They've got a load of attacking flair, but nothing I could really fit into a team that could get good chem. But we shall have a look at that a lot further into the future as we keep on going through these packs. Now we didn't really get the best of luck in these, but anything that we didn't sell is still players into the club, which is going to make this, it will just be useful at some point to us down the line. As I do keep on saying, storing players in the club is definitely one of my go-to things for this, because I know some people just gut out the whole club and just keep just their base team, but that for me, because I like to do SBCs, just because if you do get lucky that one time, then it can obviously change teams and change this game for the better. But yeah, so we just carry on going through. We get a upgraded card, I think that is, because I don't, or maybe a transfer. I just don't really remember seeing him before that pack, really. We do sell a Japanese guy there, and we get a nice 1,000 coins back from that. A very, very nice kit there. We'll actually make that our away kit, just because it looks quite nice, and the rest of the club. Now, yeah, we're burning through these packs quite quickly. Go for a 2 players pack, which we do get another board in, and it is Rui Patricio. So again, probably a sellable one. Yeah, just about. I actually wish that I'd kept hold of him for about another week, because then as soon as Foot Birthday came out, his price would have gone skyrocketing. We actually do get an inform there, and it is Du Bois, something like that. And even though he's not the best, it's still 10,000 coins back, or maybe just over, which is obviously very welcome. We get Popov, who we will actually sell, because we've obviously just done the league SBC, so there's no real point in us keeping him in the club, because we won't have much further use of him. After we have done that, we get a nice right wing to right forward, which might come in handy with Promes himself if we do choose to try and play him at striker or something, and so we will need to move him to right forward. Now we get another board, so the packs are slowly but surely working their way up. We're getting a few more boards. It's not a great one in Vitolo, but boards are boards, and he does go for just about 2k, so we'll whack him up for that. Have a look again, another one that we are just on the league SBC on, so if we can get coins back for him, that is great, and we'll send the rest of those into the club. Rare gold pack again. This time it's a thin pack, which obviously isn't the best. Lenglet, no, he didn't sell at the moment. Tosar will stand up to the transfer list, and the rest of those will fit into the club. Now we're going down to our last 3 packs here. Another thin pack, which obviously isn't the best, but we do get another player from the Russian league who we will sell. We'll look at Gonul, see if he'll sell, because again, the Turkish league is definitely not one that is worth doing now, because who is it? Quaresma has now got an inform that is the same rated and costs about 100k less, so you might as well just go out and buy the inform, which you can then sell again, and it is much better to do so. So put the rest of those into the club. Premium Electron Players Pack, and we do get a board again. Very nice. And it is De Vries. So 84 rated. I think that's the highest rated card we've actually pulled so far. We get a couple of Portuguese Ligas there, which is nice. We'll see if they're worth anything and sell them on. And we do indeed. Nice little 1,000 coins back for the 2 of them combined. We'll whack him off for sale as well, and we'll look for De Vries, who sells for, yeah, just like that. And again, look at that, put him off for 2,000 coins, and about a week later he was probably worth 5 to 6k. So that is a massive loss on my part, but I obviously wasn't looking too far into the future as I was doing this. I was just a bit buzzing to have Quincy Promes going into the club, to be honest. So final pack, and it's a thin pack, which isn't the best. but we get a few silvers in there that might be worth something. That guy there, but we'll obviously keep him because we're looking to do that league SBC at some point. We actually do get a player that is worth probably 2,000 coins ish, which is very nice indeed. And then these ones we'll just put up for sale because they are duplicates, so there's no point in them staying around in the club for too long. And the rest of that we shall send to the club. So we've now got ourselves a new card. We'll probably be building a team around him very, very soon, within the next couple of days, definitely. And I very much look forward to using him. I have used him before on an old account, and he was fantastic. So I very much look forward to using him again, and hopefully he can help us push on in the weekend league. I'm going to be working very hard over the course of this month to try and get closer to Elite 3, just to give you guys something a bit different, because Gold 1 is not a bad level, but it's not going to make the series go on that leap and bound that I would like it to, just by staying there. So we will try our best to get there. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop us a like, drop us a sub if you are new, and until next time, cheers.